Hi, welcome right back, everybody. Nice to be with you all right here on GoGreenKnights.com as we get underway with this one here today. Nice to be with you all. The Green Knights of Notre Dame and, of course, the Guilford Indians. And leading things off here for Guilford is JP. Actually, it's Mike Alfeltra, the junior, leading it off. He's playing right field today. Up on the mound is John Amendola, and that pitch missed outside. So we're just underway. First couple of pitches here as we settle in for what should be an outstanding game between Guilford and the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Amendola into the windup and the pitch. That ball hit down the road at second, and he fields it. And onto the bag at first. Balabon playing first today, and he got one down. So Alfeltra is out for 3, one down here to start the top of the first inning. We got a full production crew today, so looking forward to this. As the boys have come out in full force on the nicest spring day of the year. A little windy here at Quigley Field in West Haven, Connecticut. As Amendola, a right-hander with the outfield straight away. He's facing Brockett, who's certainly been a terrific player for this Guilford team. Matt Brockett, a senior. Brockett will play second base. Here comes a pitch. That missed inside for a ball. Following Brockett will be the center fielder, Monty. As Amendola, with one out, nobody on. Into the windup. And the pitch, that ball hit high in the air. Foul territory, first base side. Is there room for Balabon? No, there is not. It's out of play. So Brockett will swing again. After Monty will be the designated hitter today, number 9, J.P. Peters. Batting fifth, Mike. It will be Dante Parise, the left fielder. Confused looking at the roster sheet here for Guilford. We'll talk about that in a second. Here comes the pitch, being a creature of habit. Most of the lineup cards you receive from the coaches, they have the number on the left-hand side and the position on the right-hand side. Well, this lineup card has positions to the left and numbers to the right. So being, of course, a creature of habit, I have to think for a moment. Pitch to Brockett. He fouls it off third base way. Monty on deck. Just underway here. Oh, game time temperature probably 72 degrees, I'm guessing, huh? Nice weather. It's gorgeous. Amendola, the right-hander, looking in for the sign from the catcher, Aiden Burton, today. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and there's a little dribbler right back to Amendola. Feels it cleanly. A little jog to the bag at first and a soft toss, and Brockett retired. There's 2 down. Green Knights had hit a 3-game slide before picking up a nice win the other day. Getting back on the winning track here. Of course, they've been banged up due to injury. Griffin Garabedian hasn't seen much time, if any. Of course, Greg Zulo went down with injury. Brandon Wynn out of the lineup today with a banged-up ankle, although he's been cleared to play for Notre Dame, the starting first baseman. To the plate now is Ben Monty, the senior center fielder for Guilford. Here comes the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. It jammed him. Might have been foul tipped. Burton behind the plate. Balabon at first. Roan at second. Corso, the shortstop today, and Corwick at third base defensively for Notre Dame. Amendola's pitch to the plate. That's shot foul. Boy, that was lined hard to the first base side above the dugout. Had players ducking. Designated hitter J.P. Peters awaiting on deck. Here comes the pitch from Amendola. It was a high fastball. Hits very high, very deep towards left center field. It's going to carry and fall in safely for a stand-up double. Big clout by Ben Monty, high and deep to left center field. And he has himself a 2-out double. So Ben Monty now in scoring position. And it brings up to the plate the designated hitter, J.P. Peters. So Peters with a chance with a base hit to drive in an early run here for Guilford. Guilford coming in with a record at 5 wins and 4 losses. A spin and throw, and sneaking behind the runner with a late tag was Corso, the shortstop. Getting back in time was Ben Monty. Guilford certainly has had a wonderful baseball tradition of winning games in recent years. State championship a few years back. Here comes the pitch to the plate. Curveball in there for the strike. Right now, Amendola looks like he's got some good stuff brewing. Out in the mound for the Green Knights. Monty with a short lead from the bag at second. Amendola will check him there. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and it zips inside. It may have hit the batter. That is going to be ball 4, I believe. And after the double by Monty, the walk here to J.P. Peters. And now you get runners at first and second. So 2 down and 2 on. Stepping up to the plate, the number 5 hitter. This is Dante Parise. The pitch. Strike call inside to Dante. He's a senior. He'll play left field today. Runners at first and second, base 2 out for Guilford. The pitch down low. Nice stop behind the plate by Burton. I got a bit of a shift in the outfield now with Archiolo, the center fielder. Step or 2 towards right center. Big gap out there for the right-handed hitter in left center field. He fouls that off the opposite way. Bruno, Archiolo, and Stankiewicz in the outfield left to right for the Green Knights. Rubino will get the start today for Guilford out in the mound. This is Amendola for Notre Dame trying to work out of a 2-out jam. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Parisi. That's a big strikeout right there, and Guilford will leave 2 on. In the top of 1, no runs. There was 1 hit. There was 1 walk, and 2 men left on base. We've played a half, and your score, Guilford 0, and Notre Dame coming to the plate. We'll take a quick break and be back.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
Curtis Ryan Honda now has the all-new 2013 Honda Accord in stock and arriving daily. Get this totally restyled, technologically futuristic vehicle from Curtis Ryan, a 9-time winner of Honda's most prestigious dealership distinction, the President's Award. The 2013 Accord features alloy wheels, backup cameras, Bluetooth, SMS text messaging, auto climate control, and much more. Get yours at Curtis Ryan Honda, between exits 12 and 13 off Route 8 in Shelton. Curtis Ryan Honda now has the all-new 2013 Honda Accord in stock and arriving daily. Get this totally restyled, technologically futuristic vehicle from Curtis Ryan, a 9-time winner of Honda's most prestigious dealership distinction, the President's Award. The 2013 Accord features alloy wheels, backup cameras, Bluetooth, SMS text messaging, auto climate control, and much more. Get yours at Curtis Ryan Honda, between exits 12 and 13 off Route 8 in Shelton. Curtis Ryan Honda now has...
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
All right, welcome right back. Nice to be with you all right here at Quigley as we move on to the bottom of inning number one. Game is entertaining. What goes on between innings, perhaps more entertaining with our student production crew getting together as we take a look at Chris Stankiewicz leading things off for the Green Knights here. For his pitch from the left-hander in for the strike. Nick Rubino out in the mound. Left-hander is a junior. And he's just good size out there in the hill. That pitch missed low and away to Stankiewicz. Zach Corlick, the bat second, Drew Archiolo to hit third for the Green Knights. Zach Balaban in the cleanup spot today playing first base. Here comes the pitch to the plate from Rubino. Fastball swing and a miss by Stankiewicz. Following Balaban, it's Corso, the shortstop, batting sixth. Levine, the designated hitter, batting seventh today. Then you have Bruno, Roan, and Burton. Here comes the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss in the strikeout of Stankiewicz. So one down, it brings up Zach Corlick. Coming up for the first time here today in the bottom of inning number one. Outfield just about straight away. Parisi in left, Monty in center. Alfetra, the right fielder defensively for Guilford. Middle infielders Brockett at second. Mattapaglia, the shortstop today, as that pitch on the lefty inside. Frazier at first. And Sioka playing third base today defensively for Guilford behind the plate. Alex Potosny. Here comes a pitch inside for a ball. Outfield remains just about straight away. 400 feet to straightaway center field here as we take a look at the ballpark on a splendid afternoon. Rubino into the windup and the pitch, tad high. And count goes 3-0 to Corwick. Archiolo waiting on deck for Notre Dame. A little bit of a wind blowing in and then swirling a bit towards the first base bag. Here comes the pitch, and that's down low, ball 4. So Corwick, with a 1-out walk, becomes the first base run of the afternoon for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. That's going to bring up Drew Archiolo, the center fielder. Archiolo, the center fielder for Notre Dame, has been one of the consistent performers all year long. I don't think he really thought he was going to be the consistent center fielder when this season began. Griffin Garabedian certainly penciled in the young man heading to UConn as a starter in center field for Notre Dame, but he has been plagued with an ankle injury. It looked like he was ready to come back and then re-injure his ankle a little bit, and I have not watched him play at all this year. A tough break for Griffin. Terrific player. One of the better bats in the lineup, too, as that pitches in for the strike to Archiolo. But Drew has certainly done a magnificent job in center field. He would have been a starter somewhere in the lineup anyhow for head coach Lou Kessler. Archiolo awaits the pitch, the left-hander's pitch, tad high. And Rubino now behind the hitter. 2 balls and 1 strike. Corlick down at first, remaining close there. Ryan Frazier trying to hold him tight. Middle infielders at normal depth. A little soft toss to the bag at first. Mattapaglia and Brockett, 2 guys certainly who have had terrific careers. Seniors now for Guilford. Part of a pretty good baseball bloodline in Guilford. That pitch low and away. Now we get a time call as Frazier wants to have a quick chat with Rubino, as Rubino has fallen behind Archiolo now. 3 balls and 1 strike. Balaban awaits on deck. Well, as we move late into the month of April, the weather beginning to turn a little bit. It has been a very cold spring, as you all know. There's a ground ball hit the opposite way for a base hit by Archiolo. Stopping at the bag at second will be Corwick, and the ball thrown back to the infield by Belta. So Archiolo with a base hit to put him at first and second. And brings up Zach Balaban, the cleanup hitter today for the Green Knights. Looks down at the third base coaching box. Lou Kessler down there. 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of 1, and Notre Dame trying to put up some runs. Rubino Left-hander's pitch to the plate. That's going to be fouled off first base way towards the concession stand and go bounding towards the chain link fence over there. Nice crowd on hand once again. Out to watch some high school baseball today. Mike Corso on deck for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Rubino from the stretch with 2 on. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and there for the strike call, and the count goes 0-2 to Ballabon. Out from behind home plate. Potosny have a quick chat. Told you my little story about how the roster sheet looks for Guilford, and I'm scrambling to fix everybody's number. They should standardize those things. Numbers first, name second, position in the next column. That would help for me. Rubino, the left-hander, into the windup, and the pitch. And down low for a ball. So the count goes 1-2 strikes to Ballabon. Rubino into the windup. Left-hander's curveball going to be dribbled foul, third base side. Everybody back to their bases. Corwick with a one-out walk at second base. Acciolo, the base hit the opposite way to right, down at first. Takes a sizable lead away from the bag. Rubino into the windup. Left-hander's pitch will break through the catcher, and runners will advance. Corwick to third. Acciolo to the bag at second. As Potosny just couldn't get a handle of that pitch. It was low. Didn't hit the dirt, and I believe that one may be ruled a pass ball. So Ballabon now has 2 in scoring position. Infield will come in at the corners. With the count, 2-2 strikes, a pitch fouled off towards the concession stand, first base side again. .335 to left, 400 feet to straightaway center field, and probably about 315, 320 or so to right, but you got to hit that ball very, very high. Ballabon awaits. Here comes the pitch. Curveball hangs, and it's going to be full now to Ballabon at 3-2. Notre Dame trying to put together a big inning in the bottom of the first. Outfield remains just about straight away. Here comes the full count pitch, and that's going to be spoiled off by Ballabon. This has been a terrific at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches. Really starting to measure Nick Rubino. Shortstop Battipaglia playing way back towards the outfield grass. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and there's a little one-hop liner. It's going to go through the infield for a base hit. They're going to send the runner from second. One is scored. Here comes another standing up as the throw will get away from the cutoff. Frazier looked like he didn't want to throw it, and it just slipped out of his hand and rolled towards the Notre Dame dugout. So for Ballabon, that will be a base hit, 2 RBIs, and he'll take second base on the error by the first baseman when the ball just slipped out of his hand. So a lot happening there, and ending up at second is Ballabon, and 2-run score. Notre Dame, they have a 2-0 lead here with Mike Corso stepping up to the plate now. So Ballabon with the base hit the opposite way, a one-hop liner through the infield. Here comes the pitch, a little high there, the Corso, another right-handed hitter. Playing shortstop today. Roan had played some short when he moved over to second base. Corso has come on and done a nice job there at that shortstop spot for the Green Knights. Levine, the designated hitter, on deck. The pitch in on the fist and fouled up. So Notre Dame, 2 quick runs here in the first inning. Ballabon down at second. Short lead there. Outfield straight away behind. Here comes the pitch. Missed outside. Bino right now struggling to find his control. He has gone deep in counts. He's walked a batter, given up a couple of hits and 2 runs. Still just 1 down with Corso at the plate. That missed down low from Rubino. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Rubino checks the runner. Pitch, strike call. Count goes full 3-2. Balaban, before that 2-run base hit to right field, had a terrific at bat. He saw a lot of pitches, really made Rubino work. Rubino, the left-hander. The offering hit down to the third baseman, and it's ruled foul by the umpire. P.J. Sioka able to field it, but in foul territory just behind the bag. Corso digs back in. Count remains full at 3-2. Rubino with a long look. Checks the runner at second. Left-hander inside. Ball 4. Second walk issued in the inning. Now you got runners at first and second, one down for Mike Levine, the designated hitter for Notre Dame. And the entire infield's going to get together. There's going to be a chat as Guilford trying to settle down Nick Rubino out in the mound. He has given up a couple of hits and walked 2 here at the bottom of the first inning. As a result, Notre Dame with a 2-run lead and threatening for more here as they continue to converse. Just want to thank all our sponsors for helping us out on GoGreenKnights.com. As always, certainly have been terrific throughout the years. And we do appreciate their support once again here in 2012-13. Spring season will come to a quick close. It will all commence, of course, with graduation. And, well, beyond that, hopefully the lacrosse team and the baseball team, the 2 teams we cover on GoGreenKnights.com, weave their way deep into the state tournaments. We'll have coverage, of course, if they do. Also, we wish well to the outdoor track team, golf team. The pitch in there for the strike. So the count 0-1 to Levine. Levine to the plate with 2 on and 1 down. 2 runs home here in the bottom of the first inning. Rubino checks the runner at second. Left-hander's pitch, and that's going to be hit high near to the right fielder. Coming on to make the catch is Feltra, and he'll be 2 down. No advance by the runners as Levine with a fly ball out to right. Brings up Lino Bruno, the left fielder now for Notre Dame. You know, we're talking about Archeolo. I think Bruno's another guy that's seeing a whole slew of playing time here, more than maybe expected, with a couple of injuries, of course. Fouled off with the plate. Brian Roan, the number 8 hitter, on deck for the Green Knights. Here comes the pitch up high. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike to Bruno. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in here in the bottom of the first inning for Notre Dame. Couple of hits, couple of walks. Outfield straight away for Bruno. Pitch way outside from Rubino. Petoskey had to go get that one. Rubino's offering it on the fist, foul to the backstop. Had my cameraman Mike flinching a little bit. I saw that. I flinched too. Concession stand open in business today. Folks enjoying French fries, Gatorades, and anything else they can get their hands on. Full menu at the concession stand here at Quigley. Bring the dollar bills. Here comes a 2-2. That missed outside. The count goes full, 3-2 again. Rubino has gone full now to at least 3 batters here in this inning. So he's trying to find that rhythm out in the mound right now. Rubino's pitch, the runners go, swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Bruno. Big strikeout there for Nick Rubino. He certainly needed that, but the Green Knights do some damage. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 runners left on base. We'll be back with the top at 2, and Notre Dame has a 2-0 lead over Guilford right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
For the last 10 years, Federico and Seti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Seti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and Seti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and Seti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs. New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the...
All right, welcome right back. Couple of pitches into the top of 2. Notre Dame with a lead at 2-0. Leading things off here for the Guilford Indians is Soroka. PJ, the third baseman today, facing Archiola. John now working with a 2-run lead as the Green Knights posted a pair in the bottom of the first inning of play if you're just tuning in. Sioka swinging from the right side. Here comes a pitch, and that's a strike call, and the count goes full 3-2. Sioka, Battipaglia, and Patosny, the scheduled hitters. The pitch, ground ball, hit down the row. Second baseman will field it on a short hop and onto the bag at first, and there's one away. Sioka is retired. 4-3 is going to bring to the plate the shortstop, Battipaglia. Battipaglia also, I believe, a American Legion baseball player during the summer months as Zach. Pitch over the outside part of the plate for the strike call. Cheap plug for SportingNewsCT.com. We'll have coverage of American Legion baseball all summer long, including the state championship round and tournament, the entirety. And, of course, the New England regionals will be played in Middletown at Palmer Field this summer. We'll be there for that, too. Battipaglia trying to become a one-out base runner. Count goes to 2-1 One down here in the top of the second inning. Battipaglia, a ground ball down to the first baseman. It's fielded by Balaban, wins the race easily, and there's 2 down. 3 unassisted. He's going to bring up the catcher now. Alex Patosny. Patosny, number 7 hitter in the lineup. Guilford had a base hit back in the first. Actually, they had 2 on. Walking a base hit, but Amendola got out of that trouble. Now he's ahead of the hitter here. Patosny swinging from the right side. That pitch will break off the catcher's mitt of Burton to the backstop. Notre Dame not playing their center fielder, Acciolo, all that deep, rather shallow and towards right center. Stankiewicz in right. Bruno in left defensively. The pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, and the count goes 1-2 now. Amendola looking and working quickly too, and that pitch down low, nice stop. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Amendola pitch. That's going to be chopped off of home plate and foul, first base side. 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the second inning. Amendola looking for an easy 1-2-3 inning. Number 9 hitter, Ryan Frazier, awaits on deck. That's off the plate again, off the catcher. Count remains 2-2 on the foul. Amendola into the windup, and the pitch. That just missed outside. Count goes full 3-2. Some folks wanted the strikeout call. They didn't get it, of course. Potosny trying to become a base runner here with 2 down in the top of the second inning for Guilford. Pitch, well struck. Line drive base hit over the leap of Corso. And Potosny on with a solid single to left field. Comes a 2-out base runner with the number 9 hitter coming up to the plate now, Ryan Frazier. So Frazier stepping up. Time has been called by the plate umpire. I don't know what he's doing. Looked like he went over to the Notre Dame dugout to talk to somebody about something. Frazier, of course, playing first base today for Guilford. Top of the order waiting on deck. Feltro on deck. Amendola. John from the stretch. The pitch. Rides outside to the left-handed hitter. Count goes 1 ball, no strikes. Lead from the bag at third by Potosny. And the pitch. Missed outside. The count goes 2-0. That just missed. Amendola trying to establish the outside of that strike zone. Not getting the calls right now from the plate umpire. Saw Tom Marcucci here prior to the game. I was going to put him on for a couple innings. I don't know where he went. Probably up in the press box with Pete. Amendola, right-hander's pitch, strike call down the middle, and the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike now to Frazier. Not paying much attention with runner down at first base, Potosny. Now he'll throw that way. Runner got back in time. Potosny will creep away again. Here comes the pitch, in for the strike, and the count goes level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Amendola with 1 strikeout back in the first. The pitch just missed inside, and the count goes full 3-2. Amendola thought he had the strikeout right there, didn't get it. Sometimes you got to earn that strike zone. Amendola trying to do that. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, foul straight back. Count remains full at 3-2. Feels as though the breeze might be blowing off of Long Island Sound. A little chilly when that breeze begins to blow. Now it's blowing in from center field towards home plate. Here goes the runner, 3-2 pitch, hit the opposite way into left field, and making the adjustment out there was Bruno to make the catch. He started in and then had to float out a little bit and able to make the catch and retire Frazier on a fly ball out. It was a little tricky. Might have been wind blown a little bit. All right, that's going to do it for the top of 2. And for Guilford, no runs. They had 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning. Notre Dame with a 2-0 lead over Guilford right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
All right back here at Quigley as we move on to the bottom of 2. Notre Dame sent 7 to the plate back in the first and scored twice, leading things off the number 8 hitter Brian Roan, and he bloops one into center field for a base hit. Took the first pitch from Rubino and on the fist and plopped it to shallow center, and he becomes a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the second inning. That is the third hit of the game for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Rubino a little control trouble in the first. He walked a couple of batters. The big hit in the inning was the Zach Ballabong 2-run single to give Notre Dame the lead here. This is Aiden Burton, the catcher today for Notre Dame, to the plate, and they'll throw it to the bag at first, runner back over there. Rubino, the work from the stretch. The pitch, the bunt, first base side in the foul territory. So they got Burton trying to move the runner along. Burton squares the bunt again. Bunts it right back to the pitcher. They're going to go to second, get the out there, and on the first, and they got him, the double play. Well, Burton bunted it a little too hard. Rubino fielded it cleanly, and they got Roan and Burton on the double play. That was well executed by the Guilford Indians, and that will be recorded 1-6-3 on the double play. And quickly you have 2 down, brings up the top of the order, and Chris Stankiewicz here for the Green Knights. Stankiewicz, the right fielder, struck out his first plate appearance. And now time has been called as plate umpire with a quick chat with Stankiewicz. Now he'll dig back in. Rubino, left-hander into the windup. Here comes the pitch to the plate, over for the strike call. Outfielders remain straight away. Parisi in left, Monty in center. Feltra, the right fielder today. Pitch to the plate. Hit sharply, but right at Frazier. He went down to the knees to make sure he had a good grasp of that one. And Stankiewicz, who hit it hard, but right at the first baseman, retired 3 unassisted with the 8 of the double play. Notre Dame goes 1-2-3. We'll be back with the top of the third. Green Knights on top of Guilford 2-0 right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Right back here to Quigley as we move on to the bottom of the third inning of play. Notre Dame, actually we're moving on to the top of the third inning and change the scorebook around. There you go. A little optical illusion. Leading things off will be the top of the order for Guilford. Feltra, who grounded out 4-3 his first time. Brockett to follow, then Monty to hit. Feltra swinging from the right. Amendola on the circle, on the mound, and that pitch, I think it's softball there for a second. And pitch over for the strike, count goes 1-1. I do not know why I was thinking softball. Pitch, dribble to the third baseman, barehanded by Corwick to throw, and that was a nice catch of the throw over there by Ballabon. It was sailing away, and a well-executed bunt by Feltra. And he has himself a leadoff single with a bunt down the third baseline. Tell you what, Corwick did a nice job to field that and made it a lot closer than I thought it would be. And Ballabon with a nice athletic catch. So if Feltra becomes the leadoff base runner, they'll throw that way, and he's back with a slide to the bag. Amendola, a junior out in the mound for Notre Dame, has had himself a nice year. He squared a bunt, pit and run as it goes, and sliding in safely with a stolen base is Feltra. Pitch was a strike. Feltra got a pretty good jump. Good strong slide into the bag. So now the Green Knights contending with a runner in scoring position and nobody out for Brockett, who grounded out 1-3 his first time. That first pitch was a strike. That one down low for a ball. The count goes 1-1 strike now. Amendola's pitch may have hit the umpire. It certainly did. Came in down low, and I don't know where it got him. Maybe on the inside of the knee. He's certainly hobbling around. That hurt. Count goes to 1-2 strikes. Might have been fouled off into the knee. Happened quickly. A little bit of a check swing there by Brockett. Hopefully he'll be okay as he continues to hobble around a little bit and dust off home plate. That hurts. That stings. All right, everybody all set. Brockett to dig back in. Running down at second. Nobody out here. Top of the third inning. Johnny Amendola. Amendola spins, throws down to the bag, and sliding on back at Feltra. Feltra with a stolen base to get there. Amendola into the windup. The pitch. High and outside. Count goes 2-2 strikes now to Brockett with Ben Monty on deck. Green Knights with that nice 11-2 win over Foreign on Monday, stopping a 3-game slide. They lost to Fairfield, Prep, Amity, and Xavier. 7-6 to Fairfield, Prep, and 12. Amity 3-1, and Xavier 5-0. Fairfield Prep team that's hovering around the top 10 in the New Haven Register poll. Amity and Xavier pretty secure near the top. Matter of fact, both teams have been number 1 at one point in this season. Green Knights have also been mentioned as a top 10 team, but that 3-game slide certainly took them off that wagon. Count now full 3-2 to Brockett here. A Felter. Short lead away from the bag. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and it's going to be popped up and fouled off again towards the neighbor's yard. Green Knights started off with a couple of wins, and then a loss to Cheshire, 3-1. Bounced back to win 3 in a row over East Haven, West Haven, and Hamden. And 3 losses, now a win on Monday. They play again Friday when they take on Sheehan right here at Quigley. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball hit down to the shortstop, bobbled a bit by Corso. His throw across will scoot away from Ballabon, and a run will score. Sliding in the second base goes Brockett. So that's going to be E6 all the way, allowing the runner to score and Brockett to take second base. And it's now a 2-1 game. Well, it's hit right at Corso. It was hit hard. He just bobbled it a little bit. Took a decent hop for him. And when he threw it away, a Felter, who's got pretty good speed, just kept on coming around the bag at third, scores easily, and Brockett hustled to second. Has been Monty to the plate. Monty doubled back in the first with 2 out. Was stranded at the bag at second. Hit it long and rather high to left center field for that double. Outfield playing him straight away. That pitch fouled off. So 2-1 score here in the third. Still nobody out for Guilford with a run home here in the inning. Amendola into the windup. Curveball is going to be popped up and off to our right now to play. Good look at the Guilford dugout. Monty digging in the swing. Pitch to the plate. Down low. Nice stop behind the plate by Burton. Amendola struggling a little bit here in the third. Count level at 2-2. Good time for Burton to come on out and have a quick chat with Amendola. For Guilford, coming in with 5 wins and 4 losses, it started on a positive note with an 8-7 win over Brantford. Got walloped by Amity 14-1 and came back to beat Wilbur Cross 22-1. Had a nice win over Lyman Hall 7-4, then a loss to Daniel Hand 9-6. Bounced back with a 3-0 win over Jonathan Law. Lost to North Haven 6-2 and beat 4-1 and lost to Xavier 7-2 as there's a pitch for the strikeout of Monty. Big pitch by Amendola right there. He needed that. He got one down. That's the second strikeout of the game for Big John. That's going to bring up J.P. Peters. Now Peters trying to get something done. Game-tying run down at the bag at second here with 1 out. We're in the top of the third. Amendola's pitch sweeps across for the strike. Amendola into the windup. The pitch. Strike call again. Count rides quickly the 0-2. Bruno playing straight away rather deep and left. Level with the bag at third is Corwick. Runner down at second. Pitch inside. He jammed him. Did he go around? Indeed he did, as Peters couldn't hold back. And that's 2 consecutive strikeouts now for John Amendola. And you have 2 down. Parisi to the plate. Guilford left the runner in scoring position back in the first. They've had base runners now in every inning. As Parisi, who struck out back in the first inning to end it, up to the plate now. Second time in the ball game, he's been up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. At least 1 hit now in every inning for Guilford. Amendola the junior, the pitch had a lot of action. It broke back inside and towards the chin of the hitter and goes away from Burton off his glove. That had a lot of action on it. I think it really fooled Burton behind the plate. And into third base goes Brockett on the pass ball. So Parisi now with a run just 90 feet away and a chance to tie here for Guilford on a wild pitch. Pass ball. An error. Pitch in there for the strike. Count goes to 2-1. Catcher's interference might be another way to score a run. Here comes the pitch. Down low. Nice stop by Burton. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Sioka awaits on deck for Guilford. Amendola's pitch in for the strike. The count goes 3-2. Acciolo playing rather shallow in straightaway center field for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Stankiewicz in the shadows in right. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Parisi. Well, after getting a bit of trouble, Amendola comes back to strike out the side. He now has 4. In the inning for Guilford, 1 run on 1 hit. It'll be, I believe, unearned with the error allowing the run to score, and they leave a runner on base. We'll be back with the the bottom of the 3rd inning right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of '87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm.
All right, welcome all back, and nice to be with you all right here on GoGreenKnights.com. As the picture looks a little clearer to you on my monitor that we're viewing out here, we do have a clearer picture as we're now going HD for at least DVDs and some rebroadcast purposes, and hopefully you have a clearer picture during your internet stream out there. We'll have our man Ben check that out for us and see how it looks. But Notre Dame coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Zach Corwick to lead it off. Acciolo and Balabon the follow against Nick Rubino. Rubino touched up for a couple of runs back in the 1st inning. The key hit, it belonged to Balabon, a 2-run base hit in the 1st. So Notre Dame leading it 2-1 here. Guilford bouncing back with a run in the 3rd, scoring off an error. Rubino working quickly. The pitch missed outside. One of the things I notice with the HD signal that we're at least watching here, we're not sending out HD across the web as of yet, but it is spectacular from the standpoint of the graphics as that pitch outside for ball to Corwick. So Corwick becomes a leadoff base runner. That is the 3rd walk issued in the ball game by Nick Rubino. It's going to bring up to the plate Drew Arciolo. Arciolo with a base hit his first time. Arciolo, the center fielder, or Acciolo rather. Drew also a football player this past fall. Here comes the pitch. He squares the bunt. Pitches up high. Acciolo to dig back in. Balabon awaits on deck. Short lead by Cork from the bag at first. He'll throw that way. Runner gets back over there. Rubino from the stretch. Here comes the pitch, high and outside for a ball. Count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Lead from the bag at first by Corwick. Here comes the pitch, in there for the strike call. Charging from third was Sioka, expecting the bunt. Here comes the pitch, that's outside. Potosny able to go get that one. Count goes 3 balls and 1 strike. They'll throw to the bag at first. Runner back. Count 3 balls, 1 strike to Arciolo. Here comes the pitch. In for the strike call. A little check swing there by Arciolo. Good pitch by Rubino as he backdoored him. Left hand on the mound has worked the count full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Down low, ball 4. 2 consecutive walks by Rubino. Now you got runners at first and second. Stepping up to the plate is Zach Balaban. Balaban with a 2-run single back in the first as he whacked him sharply out to right. And we're going to have a little conversation on the mound. So with the conversation on the mound, we'll take just a quick break, a 30-second message break, and we'll be right back after this.
Firm you can trust.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
Curtis Ryan Honda now has the all-new 2013 Honda Accord in stock and arriving daily. Get this totally restyled, technologically futuristic vehicle from Curtis Ryan, a 9-time winner of Honda's most prestigious dealership distinction, the President's Award. The 2013 Accord features alloy wheels, backup cameras, Bluetooth, SMS text messaging, auto climate control, and much more. Get yours at Curtis Ryan Honda between exits 12 and 13 off Route 8 and...
All right, welcome right back. Here at Quigley, Balaban on the plate. First pitch is ball 1. Runners at first and second. Rubino remains in the game. He has walked Corwick at Arciolo to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Notre Dame leading at 2-1, and that pitch missed outside. Now to count 2-0. 4 walk issued already by Rubino here today. Notre Dame, you can see the runners lead from the bags at first and second. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, and the count goes 3-0. Green Knights with a chance here to load the bases with nobody out. Count 3 balls, no strikes to Balaban. I got a feeling he's got a red light right now. Don't swing. Pitch inside, ball 4. 3 consecutive walks. That's 5 in a row, and that's going to do it for Nick Rubino as they come out of the dugout here. So somebody's going to come walking into a bases loaded, nobody out jam, I got a feeling, as Mike Corso scheduled to come to the plate. So that's all for Rubino as he'll take a seat. As he walked 5 through 2 full innings of play. He'll be responsible for the 3 base runners. Did have a couple of strikeouts in the ball game. Gave up a total of 3 hits. So we'll be right back after the pitching change right here on GoGreenKnights.com. Stay with.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in dealership operations, customer satisfaction, sales, and training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Good morning, Curtis Ryan. Congratulations.
Hi, Curtis Ryan. I just brought my new Honda in for the first free oil change, and they're even washing it. We got such a great deal on that car, and everyone here is so easy to work with. Thank you, Curtis Ryan.
For a limited time, your first month's payment is on us. Up to $500 on select 2012 models. Call Curtis Ryan in Shelton for details.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Nice to be with you all right here at Quigley as we take a look at Luke Nerney going through his warm-ups out there on the mound. Notre Dame will have the bases loaded, nobody out for Mike Corso when he steps on up. And Nerney with a difficult situation here trying to get out of. Notre Dame trying to blow this game open. They do have a 2-1 lead. Had a 2-0 lead at one point. Guilford scored a run on the top of the third. Now the Green Knights trying to regain at least a 2-run lead here. It's Corso stepping up to the plate. Corso, Levine, and Bruno now scheduled to hit against Nerney. Bases are loaded, unless it's a double play and things like that. There's a slow roller. Hit down to the charging shortstop. Battapaglia's only throw to first, and they rule him safe as Corso able to outrun the throw. Frazier tried to put a sweep tag on him there. Frazier got bumped up a little bit, so Corso with an infield single RBI. And Notre Dame, they have a 3-1 lead. Bases remain loaded as Balaban moves to the bag at second. Corso takes over at first, and of course, Archiolo at third with Corwick crossing the plate. And Levine stepping on up, the designated hitter 0 for 1 with a fly ball out to right. Curveball drops in for the strike from Nerney. Outfield is just about straight away. Bases are loaded. Here comes the pitch, high and outside. Notre Dame looking for more up on the board with a 3-1 lead here. Outfield straight away for Guilford. Here comes the pitch curveball, and that had Levine ducking. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike to Levine. Here comes the pitch. That ball struck high in the air to the center fielder. Monty will make the catch. They tag the runner. Here comes the throw, bit off line, and scoring is Archiolo. Notre Dame puts up another run to make it 4-1, and that'll be a sac fly RBI for Levine. Now brings up Molino Bruno. Bruno struck out to end the first, so he's 0 for 1 here today. Comes to the plate with Balaban at second, Corso at first. 3 walks, a base hit, sac fly. 2 runs home for Notre Dame here in the bottom of the third for the 4-1 advantage. The pitch to Bruno, curveball, had him ducking out of the way. It's inside ball 1. Brian Roan on deck for the Green Knights. Luke Nerney, a junior. Ball fouled off. Is there a play for the right fielder? No play over there. Ball out of play. Good look at Corso at first base. Bruno waits. Here comes a pitch from Nerney in for the strike. Nerney inheriting a very difficult situation, coming in with the bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch, ground ball, tomahawk down to the shortstop. Battapaglia's goes to bag at second for 1 and on the first, and they rule the runner, Bruno, safe at first. Boy, he beat that throw by just a bit. Balabon goes to third base. Corso retired. 6-4. Bruno reaching on the fielder's choice. Now you got runners on the corners for Notre Dame with 2 down. And Brian Roan, who singled to start the second inning, coming on up. So what, Nerney has done a pretty good job here when you think about it. He's only given up a couple of runs, coming on bases loaded. Nobody out. Bruno trying to lengthen that lead from the bag at first. Trying to hold him tight as Frazier over there. Here comes the pitch. Missed outside. Green Knights with a runner 90 feet away. And Zach Balabon at third. Nerney turns, throws to first. One ball, no strikes. The pitch fouled off. Well, the crowds continue to be rather nice for high school baseball. When you think about the time of day that they begin, each and every home game for Notre Dame. Guilford has certainly brought some fans today, and the Green Knights likewise. Roan is at the plate. Time has been called. It's been a long half inning. Plenty of action around high school baseball today. Runner goes, first to set. They'll throw down, and they'll let it through, and it's going to bounce away from Brockett, the second baseman. And coming on the score is Zach Balabon. And in the third with an overthrow goes Bruno. Now he's going to come home. He goes all the way from first to home as Guilford just threw it around the ballpark. Balabon scores. Bruno scores. Bruno's going to score on an E4, I believe. And Balabon's going to score on the E2 on the throw down. So a couple of errors allowing a couple of runners to score. Notre Dame has put up a crooked number and a 6-1 lead as they have scored 4 times here in the third. So Roan now up with the bases empty. Nerney, pitch, ground ball, hit down to the first baseman, but foul. Well, things going Notre Dame's way here in the bottom of the third inning. 3 consecutive walks, an RBI base hit, sac fly RBI, and then a little bad news Bears baseball by Guilford, throwing it around the ballpark. Here comes the pitch, turned on, rolled down to the third baseman, and on the first, as Sioka able to end the inning with a good strong throw to get Roan. 5-3. Some hustle by Notre Dame also helped out there. Corso able to beat a double play ball. And the Green Knights will score 4 times. So 4 runs on a total of just 1 base hit. There were 3 walks in the inning, and the Green Knights leave nobody on. They take a 6-1 lead through 3. We're back with a top of 4 right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs. New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
All right, welcome right back as we move on to the fourth inning of play. Guilford coming to the plate, trailing Notre Dame now by the score of 6-1. Sioka leading it off. Ground ball past the dive of Corwick. Picked up by Corso. The throw across in time to get him. Nice work by the shortstop to go get it as Sioka didn't hit it all that hard. And Corso had to make a clean play all the way. And he's retired 6-3. And it brings up the shortstop now, the number 7 hitter in the lineup, Battipaglia, for the Guilford Indians. 1 out, bases empty. Ball fouled off. Amendola had to wait a long time in that dugout for the half inning to end. As Notre Dame scores a total of 4 times here to take the 6-1 lead into the fourth inning. That pitch down low. Amendola's pitch, ground ball, chopped to the first baseman. Took a nice hop of Ballabon. I could have caught that one. And Battipaglia, well, maybe not, is retired. Just trying to give you the idea that it was an easy one right there. So 2 out quickly here in the fourth inning. The catcher stepping up to the plate, Alex Potosny. Swings at the curveball, grounds it to Corwick in foul territory. Potosny with a base hit his first plate appearance. On deck is the number 9 hitter, first baseman Ryan Frazier. That pitch over for the strike. Count goes to 0-2 to Frazier. On deck, top of the order, and Mike Feltra. Amendola looking for the 1-2-3 inning. Has not enjoyed a 1-2-3, and that pitch high. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and that missed outside. So the count goes level 2-2 to Alex. Potosny trying to become a 2-out base runner for the Guilford Indians. The pitch, and he flies at the center. It's windblown a bit, and circling underneath it, Archeolo, and he'll make the catch for the inning's final out, and that will do it. So Guilford goes quietly 1-2-3 in the top of the fourth. We're back with the bottom of the fourth inning right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer
All right, welcome right back here to Quigley. 6-1 Notre Dame leading as we move into the bottom of the fourth inning. Nick Rubino started, worked 2 full innings for the Guilford Indians. Struggled a little bit, walked 3 in a row in the third, a total of 5 overall with a couple of strikeouts. He was responsible for all 3 runners that scored. And Notre Dame scored 4 times in the third inning to take the lead here by the score of 6-1. They had scored 2 back in the first. Excuse me. So they have certainly taken advantage of some opportunity today, have the Green Knights. Just a beautiful day for high school baseball here today. Alex Burton scheduled to lead it off, the catcher, and he will. Bounce into a 1-6-3 double play, his first plate appearance, as he tried to sacrifice Rona Long, and he bunted it too hard. Back to Rubino, who was the pitcher at the time. Luke Nerney has come on. The pitch came on in the third inning with the bases loaded and nobody out, and they scored 3 times while he was out in the mound, although 2 runs scored on some throwing errors by Guilford. So he actually did a pretty good job back in third inning, trying to shut the door. His defense kind of collapsed on him a little bit. Burton, Stankiewicz, Corwick, the scheduled hitters for the Green Knights. That ball has popped up, foul territory, first base way. Frazier in front of the dugout, can't get there. And it goes harmlessly foul. 6-1, they lead. Nerney into the windup, pitch missed outside. The count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Down low. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Burt. Outfield straight away for Guilford. Pitch. Lined in the left field for a base hit. Parisi will field it, turning the bag at first as Burton. Good bit of hitting by Burton right there in a 2-2 pitch. Got what he liked and really turned on it effectively. Green Knight's going to make a substitution here. As they're going to bat for Stankiewicz. Notre Dame trying to add to their 6-1 lead. Ball hit high in the air to the center fielder. Monty will circle underneath it and make the catch, and retired is Brian Gargiulo. So Gargiulo in the hit for Stankiewicz. Flies out. So you got 1 down on a fly ball to center field. Brings up Zach Corwick. They'll throw to first. Runner gets back in time over there. Burton. Creeping away from that bag at first. Nerney takes a peek at him. They throw over. Runner gets back. Nerney from the stretch. Into the windup. Pitch in for the strike. To Corwick. Corwick in the ball game has walked twice. Scored 2 runs. Stankiewicz, by the way, 0 for 2 as the number 1 hitter today. And Gargiulo now 0 for 1 with his fly ball out from that spot. So not getting much production from the number 1 hitter today. But Corwick found a way to get on twice. Throw the bag at first. Runner back. From the stretch, it's Nerney. Again, he'll throw to the bag at first, runner back in time. Nerney, the pitch. Miss low and away, and the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Corwick takes a look down to the third base coaching box. Luke Kessler. Nerney with a long look to first. Now the pitch to the plate, and that's a line drive. Oh, boy, a little one-hop liner. Just kind of bloop to the pitch. I wouldn't know how you describe that. Nice play by Nerney, and he gets the leadoff runner. Look what I found right there. It was like a topspin liner that kind of just dug right down into the mound and skipped into the glove of Nerney. Looked like it was going to be sharply hit up the middle, but had so much topspin on, just dropped immediately. Cork will be safe on the fielder's choice, and they erase Hayden Burton on the play. So now you have two down on an alert play by Luke Nerney. So Archiolo stepping up. He has scored twice today, is singled and walked. So at first base is Corwick with two down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch. Missed down low. Another pitch down low. Nerney from the stretch. Runner goes. The pitch, strike, the throw down. Not in time. Sliding in safely with a stolen base is Zach Corwick. Looked like for a second that Brockett had a chance to put a tag on him as he went sliding on by, but he's able to steal the base. That's a ground ball hit down to the shortstop. Battipaglia will field it and zings it across strongly, and Archiolo is retired 6-3. That will end the inning. So in the inning, no runs, one hit, one runner left on base for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Through four complete, they lead by the score of 6-1. We'll be back with more right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
Good morning, Curtis Ryan. Congratulations.
Hi, Curtis Ryan. I just brought my new Honda in for the first free oil change, and they're even washing it. We got such a great deal on that car, and everyone here is so easy to work with. Thank you, Curtis Ryan.
For a limited time, your first month's payment is on us. Up to $500 on select 2012 models. Call Curtis Ryan and Shelton for details.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of '72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of '82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of '82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect
Hi, my good friend Mike Federico helping us out with our taxes this past year. Did a terrific job, and if you find the extension, or if you need to, or you're a little bit tardy, I'm sure he can help you out or set you up for next year too. As we move on here to the top of the fifth inning of play, Notre Dame leading at 6-1. Ryan Frazier, the number 9 hitter, the first baseman for Guilford, leading things off 0-for-1 with a fly ball to right, and that's fouled back. Amendola has pitched a fine game here today. Got a 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. Now working with a 5-run cushion here into the top of the 5th. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and did he go around? No, Frazier did go around, they say, and that's a strikeout of Frazier. That'll be the 5th strikeout in the ball game for John Amendola. Amendola doing a nice job out there in the mound for the Green Knights. Amendola into the windup. And the pitch, curveball in for the strike. And the leadoff hitter, Michael Feltra. Feltra leading it off back in the first with a ground ball out. When he came to the plate in the third, he singled and scored, stole a base. Now he's up with 1 out here in the 5th inning as their leadoff hitter. Matt Brockett on deck. Amendola's pitch. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty. Guilford trying to create a rally here in the 5th inning. A lot of chatter coming from their dugout as that pitch a tad high. Count goes level at 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Feltra. Amendola working quickly, missed outside. Count's going to go full 3-2. John has retired the last 7 he has faced with 4 strikeouts. That pitch in for the strike 3 call. Pretty pitch. Beat him low and away. Feltra thought he had drawn the walk, and he'll go back to the dugout. That is the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Amendola. And it brings up Matt Brockett. Brockett has bounced one back to the pitcher. Reached on an error, took third on a pass ball. It was actually a throwing error that allowed the run to score back in the 3rd inning. Feltra had singled, stolen a base, and a 2-base throwing error by the shortstop of Notre Dame allowed Feltra to score. That's how he came home. Brockett eventually ended up at 3rd base. Count quickly goes 1 ball, no strikes to Matt. Here comes the pitch, and missed outside. Count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Ben Monty, the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Guilford Indians in the on-deck circle. Amendola looking for another 1-2-3 inning. The right-hander's curveball burns it in for the strike, and the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike here to Matt Brockett. Burton behind the plate to set the target. The pitch is a strike call. Count goes level at 2-2 to Brockett. Here in the top of the 5th. John Amendola. Brockett will ask for time and step on out. Now he digs back in. Wind settling down here a little bit later in the day here in West Haven, Connecticut. A pitch to the plate, ball fouled straight back. Good look at Burton behind the plate. Battery made Amendola out in the mound. Amendola into the windup. The pitch, ground ball, hit slowly down the road. Fields it cleanly. Throw to first. Short hopped it over there. Ballabon did a nice job to pick it up. And Brockett retired 4-3. Another 1-2-3 inning for John Amendola. All right, we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. Notre Dame with a 6-1 lead over Guilford right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com.
All right, welcome right back here to Quigley. Just underway here in the bottom of the fifth. And leading things off is the first baseman, Zach Ballabon. Ballabon with a big day today. 2-run base hit back in the first. He has walked and scored a run for the Green Knights. And at the pitch of the backstop. Off the catcher's mitt. Behind the plate is Alex Potosny for the Guilford Indians. Ryan Frazier at first. Brockett at second. Battipaglia at shortstop. That ball, slow roller back to the pitcher, Nerney. He'll field it. And onto the bag at first to Frazier. And Ballabon retired. 1-3, one down here in the fifth inning. Third baseman today is P.J. Sioka. In the left field is Dante Parisi. Ben Monty in center field. The right fielder is Mike Feltra, playing right field for the Guilford Indians. Notre Dame leading it here 6-1. 2 in the first and 4 more in the third. Took advantage of 3 consecutive walks by starting pitcher Nick Rubino. Luke Nerney has come on in the third inning. Rubino lasted just 2 full officially. Was responsible for the 3 base runners. I believe he'll be charged with 4 earned runs, though. Couple of runs scoring on some throwing errors. Here comes the pitch as a ball that's looped right down to the third baseman. Nice play by the third baseman, Sioka, and on the first. That was a hotly hit baseball, and it dropped at his feet, able to field it nicely and get Corso on a pitch. So Corso retired 5-3. Michael in the ball game had an RBI base hit back in the third, so he's now 1 for 2 with a walk and the RBI. It brings up the designated hitter, Mike Levine. Levine is 0 for 1, came up in the third with the bases loaded and collected a sac fly RBI with a fly ball to center. Curveball bends in for the strike. That had Levine trying to duck out of the way. Nerney looking in. The pitch, tad high. Right-hander loves to use that curveball. He's a junior. Parisi, Monty, Feltra in the outfield from left to right. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. First base way out of play. We're recording in HD today. You're not watching the live stream in high definition, but we'll try to put the replay up in high def if we can. Here comes the pitch. I missed outside. We'll go with the standard definition replay until we get it all worked out, and then we'll replace the video on GoGreenKnights.com with the high definition video, if we can. Here comes the pitch. Down a tad low. Good look at Nerney rubbing up the baseball. 2 down, bases empty here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch to Levine, he'll foul it off. Somebody's banging a drum off to our right over there. The pitch, ground ball, hit slowly, charged by the third baseman. Sioka's, well, will not make a throw. Didn't have a chance to catch Levine quick down the line and did the right thing, held on to the baseball instead of throwing it away, trying to hurry a throw. And that would be an infield single for Levine as he just dribbled it down to the third baseman, becomes a two-out base runner. That's his first hit of the ball game. And Bruno will step up to the plate. Lino today is struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and scored on that crazy play in which Guilford threw the ball around the park. Scored in an error. The pitch in there for the strike call. Notre Dame has scored there 6 runs on a total of 6 hits today. Count 0-1 to Bruno. Roan on deck. Nerney. The curveball hangs high and inside. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like Brandon Wynn on deck for the Green Knights. The hit for Roan. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2 to Lino Bruno. Yes, Mr. Wynn got banged up Friday night, and well, he's been cleared to swing the bat today. Did not play in the field for Notre Dame. As of yet, that is. That pitch will break away for the catcher to pitch down low, and scampering down to the bag at second goes Levine in the scoring position. I'm going to call that one a wild pitch down low, and very difficult for the catcher, Alec Potosny, to pick up and prevent the runner from taking second base. Potosny behind the plate. Sophomore catcher for Guilford. I'll tell you what, they got a couple of guys that are juniors. Both pitchers who pitched today, Rubino and now Nerney, are just juniors. That pitch a little high. Third baseman, Sioka is a junior. Mattapaglia is senior and Brockett seniors. Seniors at short and second base respectively. Frazier at first is also a senior. The pitch, low and away ball 4, and Bruno draws the walk. That is the 6th walk issued today by Guilford pitching, and the first by Luke Nerney. So you got runners at first and second, and Wynn to step up to the plate now for Notre Dame. Brandon Wynn, the senior first baseman. The hit for Roan. Wynn, big, powerful hitter. Nerney, the pitch, missed way outside, ball 1. Brandon's been around the varsity team, I believe, since his sophomore year for Notre Dame. Nerney from the stretch, the pitch, ground ball, hit to the third baseman, scooped up nicely on the second for the out. Good play by Sioka, and they get the force out at the bag at second, so the third baseman did a nice job there. Notre Dame will leave 2 on. In the 5th, they come up with no runs. They had 1 hit. They'll leave 2 runners on, and we'll be back with the top of the 6th. Notre Dame with a 6-1 lead over Guilford. Back with more right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
Email them at dawn@paintingbydkm.com or call them at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefender.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
All right, welcome right back. And Ben Monty to lead things off, doing some housekeeping in the right-handed batter's box. Notre Dame leading this one by the score of 6-1 over Guilford. 2 in the first, and they had 4 to the Green Knights in the third inning to break it open here. Guilford scored their only run back in the third. Leadoff single by Feltra. He would score on an error. Swinging at the first pitch is Monty. Skies it very high. Center fielder will take control, and it's going to be put away by Acciolo in center field. And Monty with a high sky fly ball to center for the out. He doubled back in the first and struck out, so he's now 1 for 3. That brings up the designated hitter, J.P. Peters. Peters, a senior on this Guilford team. Parisi awaits on deck. The pitch in for the strike, big curveball from John Amendola. Amendola into the windup. The pitch, ground ball, hit up the middle. Corso fields it behind the bag at second, makes a throw along, and Peters retired on a good smooth play by Mike Corso. So you have 2 down, and Parisi stepping to the plate. Parisi today has struck out twice against John Amendola. Amendola with a total of 5 strikeouts. Actually, more than that, 6 strikeouts now today. Here comes the pitch. That's a tad low for ball. Green Knights jumping out to the 2-0 lead after 1. Guilford made it interesting with a run in the third at 2-1. And Notre Dame had the big bottom half of when they put up that crooked number 4. That pitch missed outside. Of course, Luke Kessler with over 300 wins as the commander-in-chief of the Green Knights of Notre Dame baseball. Here comes the 3-0 pitch in for the strike, and count goes 3-1 to Parisi. Sioka waits on deck. Amendola, the pitch, that's rocketed foul, first base way and out of play. Amendola with a peek over the glove. Here comes the full count pitch, low and away ball 4, so he loses Parisi. That's going to stop his string of outs. He retired total of 11 in a row, going back to the third inning. And I believe that is only the second walk issued today by John. He's only given up 3 hits today. So Sioka to the plate. He has grounded out twice. Once a second, once a shortstop. Count quickly goes 0-1. 2 out, runner at first. Throw that way to the bag at first. Parisi trying to measure that lead away from the bag over there. Here comes a pitch fouled off the end of the bat. Parisi walked to get on here in the 6th inning. Guilford desperate for base runners right now. Big shift in the outfield. Bruno playing off the line and left, way over in right center and shallow is Acciolo. On the pitch, swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Sioka. Another strikeout, the 7th of the ball game for John Amendola. So the walk does not hurt. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. Notre Dame with a 6-1 lead over Guilford.
Curtis Ryan Honda now has the all-new 2013 Honda Accord in stock and arriving daily. Get this totally restyled, technologically futuristic vehicle from Curtis Ryan, a 9-time winner of Honda's most prestigious dealership distinction, the President's Award. The 2013 Accord features alloy wheels, backup cameras, Bluetooth, SMS text messaging, auto climate control, and much more. Get yours at Curtis Ryan Honda, between exits 12 and 13 off Route 8 in Shelton.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
All right, good luck at the Notre Dame dugout across the way. Looks like Don Martone over there. Of course, he's got his ad running for his painting company, and certainly check him out this summer. Great time to paint your house, and Don can certainly help you out. Just write down the telephone number or give him an email. He'll be all set. As we move on here to the bottom of inning number 6, Notre Dame with a 6-1 lead. Looks like we have a new pitcher out in the mound. Indeed, we do. Andrew Kelly, third pitcher being used today by the Guilford Indians, and maybe we'll get a good look at Kelly out there on the mound going through some of his warm-ups, so he may get an extra warm-up at 2 on a rather nice day. Good look at Kelly right there. Big, tall right-hander. Coming on here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Kelly is a senior. Scheduled to hit for the Green Knights, Aiden Burton. Then the top of the order. My roster sheet blowing away on me there. So here we go in the bottom of the 6th. My other roster sheet just blew away on me. The wind is blowing mightily here today. It is Burton leading things off for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Dan, the man, Alvarado are going to go find that roster for me. Ground ball hit to the third baseman. Sioka will field it and onto the bag at first. And there's one down as Burton is retired. Burton had hit into a 1-6-3 double play when he tried to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Singled in the 4th, and now the ground ball out and begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up the top of the order. And Brian Gargiulo came on to hit for Chris Stankiewicz in the 4th. I believe remained in the game in right field. With re-entry, you can never trust the situation, of course. So here comes a pitch in there for the strike call from Andrew Kelly. Kelly peeks over the glove for the sign. The count 0-1 to Gargiulo. Fastball. Gargiulo gives it a ride to straightaway center field. That's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Monty will chase it down in front of the warning track, and jogging in with a long double to center field is Gargiulo. So Gargiulo now in the scoring position with one down. It brings up Zach Corwick. At least he's scheduled to hit for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Let's see if he will. Looks like it is Corwick. Got that uniform all dirtied up. Corwick in the ballgame has walked twice, scored twice, reached on a fielder's choice, so he's found a way to get on. I pitch in for the strike call. Kelly, the pitch. Ball chopped foul. fielded in foul territory by the catcher, Potosny. Kelly checks the runner at second. The pitch missed the mark on the outside part, and the count goes 0 and, well, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Kelly again checks the runner at second, Gargiulo. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, breaks away from the catcher, down into the dirt it went, and down to third goes Gargiulo. So Gargiulo would double now at third base on the wild pitch down in the dirt. Tosny's had a long day behind the plate, chasing a lot of balls around. Time has been called. Notre Dame coming into this game 6-4. They've lost to Cheshire, Fairfield Prep, Amity Xavier. That ball hit high into the air to the center fielder. Monty will camp underneath it, make the catch, and a good strong throw home. And there was no movement by Gargiulo on the Monty throw. So Corwick tried to get him home with a fly ball to center, but just couldn't hit it deep enough, and Monty with a strong arm. That ball came in hard, but Tosny got banged up trying to field it. So Corrick retired on a fly ball to center field. We'll have a little time here as the catcher will collect his thoughts, and hopefully he'll be all right. Notre Dame started with a 2-game win streak. Lost a game, came back to win 3. Lost 3 and came back to win 1 more. So 6-4, looking to improve to 7-4, just 1 game under the qualification mark for the CIAC tournament. It looks like the catcher, Potosny, will be okay as he's going to settle back in. Gargiulo at third base. Kelly on the mound. And everybody getting back into their spot relatively slowly here. Notre Dame's next game versus Sheehan here at Quigley. And they go on the road to play Career Magnet and at West Haven on May 1st. And they come back home to play Hamden as they make their way through the schedule in the second half of the year. Kelly, little 1-0 down low. Potosny with a nice stop behind the plate. Zach Balaban on deck for Notre Dame. Green Knights lead it 6-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kelly working deliberately on the mound. Right-hander. Fastball in there for the strike. 2-1 now to Drew Archiolo. Drew in the ball game has single scored, walked and scored, hit a ground ball out to shortstop. So he's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored today. That pitch off the plate. Count to 3-1. That pitch in for the strike call. Count now full 3-2. Ground ball hit down to the second baseman. Fielded by Brockett, and on the first, Archiolo and company retired. So in the inning, in the 6th, no runs for Notre Dame. 1 hit, 1 runner left at the bag at third. With through 6 complete, Notre Dame with a 6-1 lead over Guilford. Indians need to score at least 5 here. Scheduled to hit Battaglia, Potosny, and Frazier 7, 8, and 9. We'll be back with the top of the 7th right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
For the last 10 years,
I like the rhythm in the background there, if you can hear that, as we get ready here for the top of the 7th inning. And it looks like Christian Traber stepping up to the plate. Traber Jr. will be hitting for Battipaglia, no, let's see, yep, Battipaglia, that's who he's hitting for. So Traber swinging from the right side. And that pitch in for the strike. The count goes 1-1. So Traber up for the first time. Curveball, and he's got a base hit out the left. Nice bit of hitting by Traber here in the 7th inning, and some hope for the Guilford Indians, down 6-1. Battipaglia in his 2 at-bats was 0 for 2. A couple of ground ball outs to the first baseman. So they get a little production there with a pinch hitter. Traber coming up with a single. Now stepping up to the plate, the catcher, Alec Potosny. Potosny swinging from the right side. He is singled, hit a fly ball out. He's 1 for 2 against Amendola, who's looking for the complete game victory. That pitch in for the strike. John today has struck out a total of 7. He's walked just 2. That's the first base hit off of Amendola since the 3rd inning. Only the second base runner since the 3rd after he struck out the side. He allowed 2 runners, 1 on a walk, I should say 1 on the base hit, the other on an error. There's a ground ball hit just foul of the bag at 3rd. He went through a stretch there where he retired 11 in a row before the walk in the 6th inning to Parisi. Amendola finding his groove here today for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. They got a nice win out of Troy Tersey the other day. Here comes the pitch. Burns it in for the strike 3 call. You got 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. 8 strikeout for John Amendola. And it brings up to the plate now. Now the pinch hitter, T.J. Williams, a junior. Going to hit for Frazier. So Williams trying to keep it going here for Guilford, and that pitch missed outside. Top of the order awaits on deck for the Indians. Outfield straight away for Notre Dame. I believe that's Gargiulo now playing in right, and Archiolo in center. That ball's going to be popped up, fouled off. Stankiewicz remaining in left field defensively for Notre Dame. I'm just guessing from our vantage point here. Ballamon playing first base, Roan at second, Corso at shortstop, and Corwick at third base defensively. Hayden Burton behind the plate. Relatively clean game played by Notre Dame here today. They did have that error in the 3rd, allowing the run to score, but other than that, it's been pretty good. Pitch hit high in the air to center field. Archiolo can cover some ground, will circle underneath and make the catch on a high fly by Williams. And now you have 2 down. So stepping up to the plate is Mike Feltra. Feltra today is grounded out, singled and scored, and struck out back in the 5th inning. One of the 8 strikeout victims today. Amendola on the mound. Looking for 1 more out here in the victory. Big John, the right-hander, into the windup. And the pitch. Down low for ball one. Amendola, pitch, missed outside. Count goes 2-0. The wind had settled down a little bit. Now it's picking back up a bit, and it's a little chilly. Overall, a gorgeous day here in the state of Connecticut. Pitching for the strike here in West Haven, Connecticut. Traber with a leadoff single down at first base, takes the lead away. Here comes the pitch, swing, and a miss. And the count goes level at 2-2. Amendola trying to end the game with a flare here. Looking for his 9th strikeout of the afternoon. The right-hander into the windup. Pitch popped up, fouled off, out of play. Towards the neighbor's yard and in on the first base side. That ball never to be put into play again. 400 feet to straightaway center field here at Quigley. Got to get it high, too. Here comes the pitch. That's a high fastball. Count goes full 3-2 to a Felter. Matt Brockett awaits on deck. 1 on, 2 down, top of 7. Notre Dame leading at 6-1. Here comes the pitch. There goes a runner. Ground ball hit down to the third baseman. Corwick will field it. They're going to call the foul ball off the foot of the batter. I don't know what happened to our scoreboard in the truck there. Maybe they'll put that up.
Hey guys, scoreboard.
Amendola needs here to pick up the win. Here at the top of the 7th inning. Count is full at 3-2 with 2 outs. Runner at first base. Traber again will be off with the pitch. The Felter trying to keep it going here for the Guilford Indians, down 6-1. There goes the runner. Here comes the pitch. It's hit high in the air towards right center field. That's going to find green grass. Falls in for a base hit. Rounding the bag at third is Traber, and he'll score. It's a 6-2 game. RBI double for Michael Feltra. So a good bit of hitting by a Feltra. Took the count full and laces a double to right center and an RBI to make it 6-2. Traber, who is off and going, scores easily, and it brings up the second baseman, Matt Brockett. Brockett has reached on an error back in the third. It was a 2-base error. It eventually ended up at third base on a pass ball, was stranded there. That was the error in which Guilford scored their first run of the ball game. So they're trying to chip away here with 2 outs of the Indians, trailing 6-2. Amendola's pitch a little low, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike to Matt Brockett. Monty awaits on deck. 6-2 score. Outfield straight away. Time has been called. Well, I give credit to a lot of the fans who come out to each and every game. We've been fighting some difficult weather here in the month of April. Very cold, nasty, and overcast. At least today we got some bright sunshine. It was relatively warm at the start of today's game. It's cooled off considerably here as the afternoon moves tonight. Amendola, a right-hander's pitch. Ground ball, cued it down the road, fields it, and onto the bag at first in time for the out. Notre Dame wins by the score of 6-2. John Amendola goes all the way for the win. Here in the 7th inning for Guilford, they put up a little fight. They come up with 1 run on 2 hits. They leave a runner on. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll put the wraps on this one when we return. Notre Dame wins by the score of 6-2 over Guilford.
years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs. New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
All right, welcome right back. Good look at the Green Knights of Notre Dame. They come away with a 6-2 win over the Guilford Indians, and with the win, the Green Knights pick up a, second win in a row after a 3-game slide, and they improve to 7-4. The Guilford Indians will drop now to 5-5 overall. The losing pitcher in today's game for Guilford was their starter, Nick Rubino, lasting just 2 innings, as he really had a little control problem at 2, as he walked 5 through 2 full innings of work. Luke Nerney came on and worked the middle innings, and Andrew Kelly cleaned things up for the Guilford Indians, but the loss going to Rubino here. Green Knights of Notre Dame collected a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits to pick up the win, took advantage of a couple of errors. Also, one of the hitting stars today most certainly was Zach Balaban with a 2-run base hit back in the first inning. Got an RBI base hit from Mike Corso in the game, a sac fly RBI from Mike Levine, the designated hitter, leading the way offensively for Notre Dame here today. On the winning side for the Green Knights, John Amendola picking up the win. He allowed just a total of 5 hits. He walked 2, struck out 8. The first run by Guilford scored on an error, and they scored another on an RBI double in the 7th inning by Mike Feltra, and that's all Amendola would give up here today. So the Green Knights, they pick up a nice win by the score of 6-2 over Guilford. Great job by our production crew as we bring you 3-camera production today. We hope you enjoyed. That's going to do it from Quigley. Your final one more time, Notre Dame 6 and Guilford 2. Goodbye, everybody.